This is exactly what you need to know about Venezuela. If you want to venture out of this video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. If you really think this is all about one leader, one country, actually only about oil, this is about many things. And this is about history repeating itself over and over again. Look at these examples. We're speaking of history, right? Iran, 1953. Guatemala, 1954. Remember the bananas we were talking about in our earlier videos? You want to see that video? Please look up right here to your right. Chile, 1973. Iraq, Afghanistan, Libya, Syria. Look at all those countries. What is going on? Libya, what happened with Libya? Gaddafi wanted to make sure he traded his items or he traded his goods and services in what? In gold dinars. And if you think this isn't going to happen again, my friend, you are mistaken, because this is going to happen over and over again. Will this set a precedent? It's very likely. Is this wonderful for the American people? No question about it. Does this suck for the Venezuelans? Absolutely, it sucks for them. Now their entire country is in chaos, it's in turmoil. I'm predicting possibly there's going to be another civil war in another war-torn country, trying to elect another leader. Just like Syria, just like Libya, just like Afghanistan, just like many other countries that U.S. try to bring democracy to. Did Trump keep his promise to make America great and make America first? Absolutely. He's doing exactly what he's saying. There's no doubt about that. Has it justified what he's saying in other people's eyes? Maybe not. Now, let me ask you this question. Why is this happening? Not a lot of people actually are analyzing this in detail. This has actually been going on for the past 20 plus years, since the Obama days. I want you to understand, powers like China, India, and Russia weren't as powerful as they are today. Remember why? BRICS. Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Those 5 countries that came together to create what? A union. Just like the European Union, just like the United Nations, something of that sort. They're trying to come together and challenge the United States. And Venezuela is a strong ally of BRICS. And what does this mean? That everybody in that union wanted to work collectively. They wanted to work together. And against who? Their biggest enemy of all, your home, the United States of America. I want you to take something very important into fact. One day before Maduro was kidnapped from his bunker, you know what he was doing? He was meeting with Chinese officials. For what? For something very critical. They were having a meeting together to make sure that they have everything outlined in the correct path to make sure their oil is being shipped to China, their energy is being shipped to China, and to the rest of the allies of China, BRICS, and other countries. Can you imagine if this actually happened? China and Russia were in charge of 304 billion barrels of oil. You know what that would do? That would shift the economic power to China and Russia. That would shift the currency power to China. And that is what China has been trying to do for all this time. If you're complaining about Venezuela and Trump kidnapping Maduro, can you imagine only what would happen if the US currency was not the global dominant power in the world anymore? Foods, gas, clothing, everything is gonna skyrocket. It's gonna triple, quadruple. And then, are you gonna be happy? You know what? You should be very happy that we actually hit him first. This may sound a little bit selfish, but again, I want you to understand the repercussions that may have happened if China and Russia took over Venezuela. I'm not saying kidnap Maduro, take over, but if you look throughout history, any country looking from the Great Britain to the Roman Empire to many other empires, if they were not imperialistic, to make sure they covered their ass and to make sure they protect their people, what were they going to do? I mean, that's exactly what we're doing right now. We're trying to protect our home, making America first and making America great. And this is not only about Trump. I want you to have 2 senses. Don't be narrow-minded. Don't use these words and this rhetoric in support of Trump and being conservative, because this is not what it's about. This is about you. This is about your home. This is about your country. This is about you trying to understand that these initiatives that are being taken in order to make sure your future looks bright. In order for you to be prepared for the future, you have to understand the present. That's exactly what the United States is doing. That's exactly what China did in 2013 when they initiated the Road and Belt Initiative across Europe, Africa, and many other Asian countries. Why do you think China was so concentrated on Africa, loaning so much money, creating a bunch of roads, creating a bunch of infrastructure? Why? Because of those simple 3 words: rare earth, minerals, because they saw the future, understanding the present, because they knew that technology is going to take over. And whoever is first in the race of technology, and this is artificial intelligence I'm talking about, that country is going to rule the world. Now, another question arises. Is this going to set a precedent for other superpowers across the world? Is it possible for China to take over Taiwan? Is it possible for Russia to go deep further into Ukraine and grab Kiev and make it into Russia? All these questions are arising. But if you want my very honest opinion, I don't think it's going to happen. You know why? Because the US simply not going to let it happen, especially in Taiwan. A lot of people are protesting right now on American streets who've never been to Venezuela, have never experienced socialism, communism, and a dictatorship. And they're saying, you know, we shouldn't have kidnapped Nicolás Maduro from his house. This is geopolitics, my friend. This is how the house of cards works. I want you not to have an elementary mindset. Don't think about only titles or headlines that are all over the news or social media. Don't look at those big thumbnails that we're at war or this was only about oil. Oil may be very important, but as I mentioned earlier, it's not only about it. This is for the national security of this country. This is for the security of your home, your paycheck, your gas, your everything. This is the reason we're doing what we're doing.